The Nollie Varial Heelflip is a combination of a Nollie Heelflip and a Nollie backside shove it. When I see most people attempt to do the Nollie Varial Heelflip in fingerboards, they do it completely wrong. In fact, it should be that what they do, the trick that they do, is probably called the Nollie forward heel flip. And that's not what we want. So you'll see people do Nollie heel flips like this. See that? Where the tail of the board goes lower than the nose of the board. And that's completely incorrect. If you watch any professional skateboarder, you'll see that the tail of the board on a Nollie Varial heel flip is always higher, or at least level to the board as it's doing its rotation. Afterwards, after it's done its rotation, you might see the board kind of dip down, but that's what we're trying to do, trying to make it realistic, at least the way I like to do them. So first things first, we're going to show you the finger position of the Nollie Varial heel flip. So you're going to want to have your pointer finger in this corner of the nose right here, in case you can't see it, right there. And then you want to have your other finger, your index or your middle finger, across the deck just like a Nollie heel flip. So this is how I do mine, like that. When you pop the board, you're going to pop it similar to a Nollie heel flip, except you want to push the board with your wrist, like this. And that will get you that Nollie backside shove it rotation. That's probably the hardest part of the trick, getting that feeling down. You're going to kind of feel your wrist push it out. It feels really weird at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes really easy. The Nollie heel flip, you kind of pop it, push it forward and out. When you do that, like that, kind of up and forward. You don't do that in a Nollie Varial heel flip. You kind of use your wrist, jam your wrist, and push the deck forward like that. This will cause a backside shove it rotation. You have a little bit with your middle finger. Hit it off the nose and you don't really curl your finger, or else it's going to cause you to do that Nollie forward heel flip. You kind of just hit it off the edge just a tiny bit, maybe an angle like this with your finger. And this will get your board to spin correctly, realistically, and that's in a fast rotation is what you want. Obviously, when the board is spinning, you'll see it kind of go 90 at first, and that's okay. You might not even see it go 90 yet, but just keep on practicing that. See, you'll kind of pop it, push it out, and you might get it, 45 degrees, 50, 90 degrees. Eventually, you can get it all the way 180 degrees around before you land on the board. At first, maybe catch it 90 degrees and rotate it. If you can't rotate it, kind of pivot at the end, and that will kind of get you the trick and you'll get the hang of it. So when you catch it, I like to catch the board with my front finger. I don't know why, just kind of comes around, and when I do it, kind of keep my back finger up like that. Just kind of my habit for all my tricks now. So if you watch the clips that I have, this first clip will show you both of the Nollie heel flip and Nollie Varial heel flip performed at the same time. I'll have a couple clips showing, and as you can see in the first clip, they're both popped similarly, but you can see that the Nollie heel flip, I push my hand up, forward, and out. Forward like that. Pop it forward. And you'll see me go forward with the board a little bit, maybe a fraction of an inch, like maybe a centimeter. On the Nollie Varial heel flip, it's the opposite. You're going to go back a little tiny bit. However, you don't want to exaggerate it too much. You want to keep the board directly under you, and that's why putting your finger in this pocket right here and hitting off the nose will keep the board pretty centered underneath your hand the entire time.